What's good? What's good? What's good? Okay. What's up? It's your girl, Courage Molina, coming to you live with the DOC dose of courage. I am the Courage Coach and your favorite Bible teacher. I help ambitious, purpose driven women to develop habits and establish routines that support them as they strive to courageously level up in faith, their business, and their life. What's good? If this is your first time tuning in to the live DOC, say what's up. Always let me know where you are tuning in from. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, T Mac. Hey, Latoya. Hey, Laverta. Good morning. Good morning. What's good? What's good? I always want to know where y'all are viewing from. I'm always very curious. Plus, I'm always like, I'm internationally known. Do y'all remember that song? I'm Rock Bass and I came to get down. Do you know that song? He not internationally known, but he known to rock the microphone. I'm always like, I'm gonna be better than Rock Bass. I'm gonna be internationally known. Yes, I need help. What's good? I hope y'all had a good weekend. Charlotte, I don't think I knew you were in Charlotte. What's up? Let me get right into it. So change happens when your habits do. Good morning, Dion. Change happens when your habits do. That's when you experience change. That is when you experience the most change. I have this motivational quote I want to share with y'all. The secret to change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Socrates said that. On building the new. Okay, what's up, Elevation? What campus are you on? You're welcome, Amber. It's not about taking all of my focus to fight all the old habits I had and all the bad things that I used to do, or all the things that kind of distracted me from my calling or from doing the work and having the impact that I wanted. Instead, I'm going to focus all of my energy on building something new. And the new thing that we want to focus on are our habits, because who we are in life is really the result of what we do repeatedly. When you think about people, that's right, on Matthews campus, when you think about people who have accomplished at a certain level or who are living at a certain level, whether it's in their faith or their business or their life, it's a result of habits. A lot of times when I talk to people and I'm encouraging them, or if I have a quick word of encouragement, I tell people all the time, like, I could probably preach, like, if you gave me something, I could probably turn that thing into a sermon anytime. But it's not because I have so much knowledge. It's because of my habit. I have the habit of getting into the word and strategically studying and applying the word of God. And since that's been my habit for years now, I'm a woman who has a great working knowledge of the word. I can encourage myself. I can encourage you. I can find wisdom. I can dig deep. I can pray a prayer that's going to get through. You understand? That's a result of my habit. It's not because I'm better than anybody else. It's not because I'm smarter than anybody else. It's because I have about 6 years worth of spending time in the word a habit. When you look at people who are healthy and they are fit, right? They have healthy eating habits. They have an active lifestyle. Hey, girl. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Marsha Ann. They have a healthy lifestyle. It is a part of their habit. They drink a lot of water. They have the habit of getting enough rest, of taking care of themselves. It's not because they got on a program and started a program and that's it. And when you see that, you can see people go right back to gaining the weight. That's why you can see people who win $100 million in the lottery, but because they don't have great spending habits, because they don't have a routine for managing their money, they keep the same habits they had when they was broke. What happens? In less than 20 years, they are broke again. Right? Somebody gets the weight loss surgery, or they get on a program and they lose all this weight. What happens? They gain that weight. Why? Because they did not develop habits and routines to support the life that they want. The same is true in your business. You can see somebody get a breakthrough. You can see them launch a program or put out a book, and they may have some success in the beginning. But a lot of times why you see these one-hit wonders, or you see people changing up what they do all the time, is because they haven't developed routines and habits to support them in their business. They don't have a habit of showing up. They don't have a habit of learning right, the things that they need to learn so they can grow in their business. And this is the thing, you are not going to accomplish more than your habits and your routines can sustain. Let me say that again. You will not live in a space where your habits and your routines cannot support you. So it doesn't make any sense. Like, I could get $1 million, but if my spending habits do not support me being a millionaire, do not support a millionaire mindset or a life of wealth, right? Of wealth building, of wealth keeping, guess what? Not going to have it. I could go viral. Right? You have people like they go viral and then you never hear from them. You know why? Because they did not develop a habit or a routine to sustain their visibility, to sustain them in their business. And so on the podcast this weekend, if you haven't listened to the podcast, please listen to the podcast. It's on YouTube. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel, Courage Molina, and get all of the new episodes of Dose of Courage podcast. But on the podcast this weekend, I actually shared with you the 7 essential habits to leveling up. These habits, I believe, are essential to your level up game. If you are ready to level up in your faith, in your business, and in your life, then you need the habits and routines that are going to support that. And in this last episode, I talk all about it. So I want you guys to take some time today and really do an inventory. Really do an inventory of your habits and ask yourself, if I continue this habit as it relates to my mental and physical fitness, is it going to result in the lifestyle or the results that I want? Is it going to support what I have right now? If I continue with these same spending habits, is it going to support my lifestyle of wanting to build wealth? If I continue to show up on social media and in my business the way I am, is it going to result in me having the impact that I desire to have? Right? When you think about that, does it? And if maybe it doesn't, and that's fine. But if you are committed, right? If you are committed to leveling up, like, you know what? I'm deciding right now today, this is November 9th. I'm deciding today that I'm not going to focus my energy on not, eating candy or not doing, I'm going to focus my energy on getting in more nutrients. I'm going to focus my energy on getting more active. I'm going to focus my energy on paying my bills on time. I'm going to focus my energy on creating content that is going to add so much value to whoever finds it that they're going to tell a friend who's going to tell a friend, right? I'm going to build these new habits of showing up consistently for my email list. I'm going to show up consistently for my Facebook group. I'm going to show up consistently for these spaces where I've been called to serve, or these platforms that I've created for myself, or these platforms that I'm taking advantage of. I'm going to show up consistently, and I'm going to develop a habit, right, of preparing in a way that I know I'm going to add value to anybody that finds the video, anybody that reads the blog, anybody who listens to the podcast, anybody that watches the tutorial is going to be blessed by it, because I have a habit of putting my all and my time and my resources and my talents and my skills to work when I create content for people to serve. If that's you, if you are there, okay, this ain't for everybody. This is not an invitation for everybody. I'm just saying, I love y'all, but everybody's not invited. If you are ready for that, if you are a purpose-driven, ambitious woman who is making the commitment today, you are declaring today, whether it's the first time or you're declaring it anew, to courageously level up in your faith and in your business and in your life, so that you can build wealth and leave a legacy of impact. If that is you, then I want you to sign the pledge. I want you to join me and thousands of other women who are making that commitment. You're going to go to couragemolina.org. And I think if you hit /pledge, you're going to go to couragemolina.org. And you are going to sign the pledge. Read it. Don't sign the pledge before you read it. Read the pledge. Sign it. If you are committing, I am making a declaration today. I am putting my angels on notice, because I have angels that I can send out to prepare a way. I'm putting my angels on notice. I'm putting my community on notice. I'm putting my friends, my family, I'm putting my own self on notice that I am committed to courageously leveling up, which means I'm going to have to start establishing some routines and developing some habits to support. And because I'm committed to building wealth and leaving a legacy of impact, I know that I have to start working on building some new routines and making some new habits. I already know that. If I'm gonna reach the millions of women all across the globe that I want to reach, if I'm gonna be able to run from spot to spot to do an hour here and 2 hours there of a speaking engagement, if I'm gonna do workshops, if I'm gonna teach women all around the world, if I'm gonna help develop women all around the world in their area of genius, whatever your area of genius is, if you're gonna do that on a grand scale, then it is so important for you to develop habits that are going to support that, for you to develop a routine that's going to sustain you and support you in that area. So I want you to go to couragemolina.org. If you're on Instagram, there's a link in the bio. It says sign the pledge, hashtag courageously level up. I want you to courageously level up. I want you to sign the pledge. You can go to couragemolina.org and sign the pledge. I'm committed. I don't care what I did before. I don't care what my bad habits have been. I'm committed on this day, right? Because I want change. I'm committed on this day to leveling up, right? Courageously leveling up in my faith, in my business, and in my life so that I can build wealth and leave a legacy of impact. Everybody don't want to build wealth. Listen, I'm gonna say it again. Everybody doesn't want to build wealth. Some people want to be rich. Some people want to get rich. But everybody doesn't want to build wealth. All right. Everybody doesn't want to leave a legacy of impact. Everybody does not want to leave a legacy of impact. But if you are a purpose-driven woman who is ambitious and your desire is to level up, courageously level up so that you can build wealth and leave a legacy of impact, then I want you to go to couragemolina.org and I want you to sign the pledge. I want you to check out the latest podcast because I tell you the 7 essential habits that you need, right, in order to courageously level up. These are the habits that are going to support you as you strive to level up. And over the next 7 weeks, so from now until the end of the year, every episode is going to dig deeper into each one of those habits. So this past episode was a overview to give you what all the habits are, and every episode from now until the end of the year is going to be breaking down each of those habits one habit at a time for the remainder of 2020. Why? Because sometimes having a great start for the new year, for the next year or whatever, means doubling down and getting a better strategy, doubling down and getting the things that you need, right? So that when you take off at the start of 2021, so that when you take off, when you have your launch, when you write that book, when you start that group, you have this support system that is under you, okay? That is there because you, in this life, you will have trouble. It's not just going to come in your business. Sometimes it's going to come in your personal life. And when we have trouble in our personal life, that impacts how we show up to work. You ever went to some place and you like, oh, she must be having, you know what? I'm going to show her some grace. Because I don't know what she's going through personally, but whatever she's going through personally is having an impact on how she's showing up to serve us today. Right? That happens. That's life. We can show people grace. But what are we going to do when we are struggling in some personal area of our lives, whether it's finance or our fitness or with relationships or with our job, with our confidence, whatever it is, that is going to have an impact on how we show up in our business. My faith is going to have an impact on how high I go. This is the truth, because when I forget who I am and whose I am, when I forget who gave me these skills, who gave me this calling, and who gave me this anointing, when I lose my mind for a minute because somebody said no, or because somebody didn't sign up, or because I didn't get an opportunity, or they decided to go with somebody else, or the launch didn't hit like I thought it was going to hit, the number of people aren't signing up, I'm not getting the number of downloads, I'm not getting the number of clients. When I start to question whether or not I have what it takes, my faith reminds me that I am more than enough, because greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world. And because I am one with Christ, there isn't anything I can't accomplish. It's just a matter of time. It reminds me that I was created for greatness, that the thing that I am going after right now is the purpose for which he created me and saved me for great works that he's put before me. It reminds me that I will be blessed when I come and blessed when I go, that God is going to bless the work of my hands. But it is difficult to stay consistent in the face of storms, be they personal, be they storms of faith, or be they storms that come in your business. It's difficult to do that if you don't have a habit that supports the faith that is necessary for you to believe that you're going to leave your mark on this world and do something great for the kingdom. Right? It requires me to have a habit and a routine to strategically study and apply God's word to my life. Not when I go through something, not on Sunday, not on Wednesday, but on a regular basis. I have a routine, just like you got a routine to brush your teeth and wash your behind. Do you have a routine that supports it? Because that supports your personal hygiene, brushing your teeth and taking a shower. It supports your personal hygiene. Bathing one time is not enough. Getting that good new natural soap is not enough. Using that charcoal toothpaste one time is not enough. You have to have a routine that supports the type of personal hygiene you'd like to have, because without that routine and without those habits, your desires will fall short of your reality will fall short of the desires that you have, right? It's about the routine. And so if you are committed, I want you to sign the pledge. I want you to share the pledge. I want us to start a movement of purpose-driven, ambitious women who are saying, listen, I'm running because the chief don't run. And I'm the chief executive officer of this purpose that God has placed before me. You understand what I'm saying? God is the CEO of my life, and he has put me in charge of this business. He has put me in charge of this purpose. He has put me in charge in this organization, this message, this service, these products that he has called and given me the creativity, right? And the knowledge and ability and resources to bring to the marketplace. I am going to build habits that support me as a CEO of my purpose. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm going to do. So if that's who you are, like, I want us to develop a movement where we say good enough ain't good enough unless it's the thing that God has called us to. We're not going to say, oh, well, this is good enough. I'm not going to say that, 100,000 in sales is good enough unless God has put me at that place. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to say, oh, reaching 20,000 women is good enough when God has called me to reach millions. I'm not going to say, oh, I made $5,000 when God has called me to earn 10,000. I'm not going to say, oh, well, writing one book is good enough when God has called me to write a library worth of books. I'm not going to say one speech is good enough when God has given me a message every day. Do you understand what I'm saying? I want us to develop this culture, this mindset, this movement where we are going to say what's good enough is what God says, not based on what the chick to the left is doing or what the chick to the right is doing, or even what I have been able to accomplish in the past. I'm going to give my all to the God who gave his all for me. And that means leveling up, because I realize that it is to God's glory when I bear much fruit. It is to God's glory when I bear much fruit. You can have a desire to bear a lot of fruit, but do your habits and your routines support that? And so today, whether you have made this commitment before or you are making it for the first time, I want you to join me in signing the pledge to courageously level up I'm gonna courageously level up in my faith. I'm gonna courageously level up in my business, and I'm gonna courageously level up in my life. Sign the pledge with me and share it with a friend. If you're watching me on Instagram, you can hit the link. There's a link there that says in the bio, it says sign the pledge. If you're on Facebook or on YouTube, I'm going to drop a link, couragemolina.org. You can go there to sign the pledge. Sign it and share it. All right. Join this movement. Be a part of this movement. Invite the women that you love, that you want to support, that you believe have greatness in them. That's your daughters. Those are your sisters. Those are your cousins. Those are your aunties, your grandmas, your homegirls. After you sign the pledge, I want you to send the pledge to them and ask them to make that commitment with you. Because let me tell you something. Just like Drake said, at the top, it isn't lonely. You know why it's not lonely at the top? Because I'm taking my sisters with me, because I'm taking my CEO squad with me, because I'm reaching back to grab other people. Because when I know better and I start to do better, I'm going to share that knowledge with other sisters. So I want you to share it in your communities. I want you to share it with your friends on your social media. Text it to your sister, text it to your auntie, text it to those who have been, empowering you, who have been encouraging you, people that you've been watching. Text it to people who you know have greatness in them, but sometimes they need a reminder. Okay? Tag them, share it with them, do the pledge, and then share that link, right? Share that link. Let's build this movement for women, because this is the thing. We have such influence as women of faith. We have such great influence, right? We could change this world for the kingdom, our community, our home. Let us start to build wealth and a legacy of impact for the people who will come up behind us, so that generations will be blessed through us. God said that people would be blessed by me and through me. Generations would be blessed through me. That doesn't happen when I play small. That doesn't happen when I don't have the habits and the routines to support where I'm going. All right, we're at 20 minutes. Y'all know I be trying to keep this thing under 30 minutes. I love y'all. Again, I am Courage Molina, Courage Coach, and your favorite Bible teacher. And I help purpose-driven, ambitious women to develop habits and establish routines so that they can be supported as they courageously level up in their faith, in their business, and their life, so they can build wealth and leave a legacy of impact. All right, let's go. I love y'all. Until next time, y'all be strong and very courageous. Love y'all. Bye. And there. Oh.